Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back with another subscriber requested video. I am so happy that somebody wanted this video, and I'm so happy to be filming it. This is going to be a video all about all of the fragrances that I have from Meleg Perfumes. So Matthew Meleg is he's an indie perfume maker. He is self-taught. He makes all of his fragrances by hand out of his apartment in Vancouver, Canada. I have 5 different Meleg fragrances here to share with you. I will tell you, he does mostly vintage style fragrances. So if you are a vintage lover at heart like I am, because you remember what perfume used to smell like when you were little, you remember what your grandmother smelled like, you remember even what your mom smelled like, and they just don't do perfume like that anymore. If you are one of those people that love that style of perfume, or if you're old enough that you used to wear perfume like that and you miss it, this is definitely the video for you. I think that you guys would absolutely love and treasure these fragrances the way that I do. Matthew uses only the highest quality materials. In fact, he often makes his tinctures himself. I know that he did a tobacco tincture that he made by hand using the highest quality things that he can find. He's not IFRA, I think that's what you call it, IFRA. Yeah, his fragrances are not IFRA compliant, meaning that he is using real ingredients. Some things that you just aren't going to find in perfumery, in modern perfumery. I only know he and one other perfume house that are creating perfumes in this style, and that is Rogue Perfumery. So if you guys are familiar with Rogue Perfumery, then you would know kind of what Matthew's style is. They're very similar, and they're just stunning fragrances. So I'm going to go through all of these. He just sent over one of his newest creations to me, you guys, and oh my gosh, I've been wearing it since I got it in the mail, and I think it's my favorite yet. It is absolutely stunning. I can't wait to share it with you, but I'm going to leave that one till the end of the video. I am going to talk about these in the order that I received them. So yeah, I am a big supporter of Matthew and what he's doing, because to me, this is like a lost art. So I am so thankful that there are still some people out there creating fragrances like this, that we can still get fragrances like these that are not mass produced. I just love them. So okay, so the first one we're going to talk about is called Civet Cat Chypre number 50, and my bottle has definitely seen better days. I've just played with this perfume so much. You can see there's a lot gone. I've decanted this for people. Oh my gosh, I love this fragrance. If you guys love vintage perfumery, this is probably where I would tell you to start. It's got Musk Keytone in it. And it's also got a beautiful sandalwood note that is very prominent. I adore this fragrance. It's a beautiful Chypre style fragrance. It's going to be along the lines of Emerald, or if you remember fragrances like that, but in my opinion, this is so much more superior. This smells so amazing. I just love it. If you are a vintage fragrance lover like me, and if you miss the smell of fragrances from days gone by, I think you would really love this. So this is Civet Cat Chypre. This is the first one that I ever experienced, and it is still by far one of my favorites. I love this. So Civet Cat Chypre. Okay, the next one is the second one that he sent over, and this is called Madeline Peach. And Madeline Peach is his, oh my gosh. Madeline Peach is his answer to like Mitsuko from Guerlain, or fragrances like that. It does have a beautiful peach note in it. This is called Madeline Peach, I believe after his mother. And it's gorgeous. It is, and I will tell you also that these fragrances, the longer they sit, the more beautiful they become. It's like the longer that they sit and age and kind of macerate and all those notes and materials really start blending, oh my gosh, the better they get. So this one is so amazing. So this has peach and then it's got some spices in it. Oh my gosh, it is so good. Like I say, if you love a light, slightly fruity Chypre fragrance, then you would really love this. This is stunning on the skin too. The peach really, really comes out when it's on your skin. This one is loud for maybe 15 minutes and then it really dries down and starts wearing very close to the skin in the most beautiful, like cocoon type. I don't even know how to explain it. Like there's just this beautiful warmth like radiating off of you that wears very close to the skin. And then in the base, I think it's got some vanilla and some labdanum. It's just beautiful. If you are a Guerlain Mitsuko lover or even something like Lure Blue, I think you would really like this. It's such a beautiful fragrance and it's funny, it smells even better than it smelled last time I smelled it. So that's how I know they're just getting better with age. Oh my gosh. So that is Madeline Peach. Okay, and then the next one he sent over after that is called Choco-Patchouli Vienna 1900. And this is a gorgeous earthy patchouli fragrance. Yes. If you like, oh my gosh, if you like a very, very earthy, almost smells like a spiced mud or something. I know that sounds crazy, but seriously, like a very, very earthy patchouli with a beautiful dark powdered chocolate note. That's what you get with this. There is something so comforting about this to me. There's something about this that reminds me of Christmas. I think it's got some, like a pepper note in the top, but it is not an overwhelming pepper at all. I typically don't like pepper in fragrance, but oh my gosh, it's so beautiful in this. And then, like I say, it's got a beautiful like cocoa note, but it's more of like a dark powdered chocolate note. It is beautiful. This is another one that is a little bit overwhelming when you first spray it on, but after about the first 10 minutes, it starts to warm on your skin and it becomes the most stunning, earthy, chocolatey patchouli fragrance. It's got some vanilla in it. It's got some orris root in it. It's got a beautiful woodiness to it. It is stunning. This is definitely unisex too. This is unisex leaning masculine, but this is not one of those masculine fragrances that I would be uncomfortable wearing. It is just the most beautiful, comforting, earthy chocolate patchouli fragrance. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, and then the next one, now we're going to start talking about so this was his old packaging. Yeah, this was his old packaging where there was just the label on the front and it had the name of the perfume. And his new packaging, you guys, is absolutely stunning. So it's got this burlap around and then his wax seal. He's got this beautiful label and he's got handwritten on the side the date, the like batch number and the bottle number, as well as this information here. It's just gorgeous. It's just stunning, as well as he's got a barcode here. He's got a little sticker here so that his fragrances cannot be faked. So this next fragrance is called Secret Affair, and oh my gosh. Oh, you guys. It's like heaven for me to sit down and smell his fragrances, because these fragrances are on another level. This is an art. I mean, this is absolute art. This isn't just like, oh yeah, it smells good, I want to spray it on, you know, and go to work. This is like, this is like olfactive art. There is an entire experience in every single one of these bottles. Immediately with Secret Affair, I get a beautiful cleanliness because it's got a gorgeous lavender note in it. So I just get this beautiful, clean, slightly soapy lavender. And I'm going to spray this one. Yeah, I'm going to spray this one on my hand because I remembered it was, and all of these are going to be very different on your skin than on paper, because you need like the warmth of your skin and your chemistry to be able to go on a journey with each of these. It's also got Ylang Ylang in it. It's got some cinnamon in it. And that cinnamon gives you such a beautiful warmth on your skin. This also has some sandalwood in it, but the sandalwood is very muted. It's not like overpowering in any way. This is just a beautiful, slightly clean, vintage smelling fragrance. I just love it. It's definitely, I mean, I say it's one of my favorites, but they're all my favorites. It's very hard for me to pick. Now, the one that he just sent over that I'm wearing today, that one truly is my favorite because, well, you guys will see when I get to it, you're going to be like, ah, that makes sense. But anyway, Secret Affair is gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful lavender and ylang ylang. This is truly vintage smelling. It's gosh, it reminds me of I don't even know. Like, I can make up a whole fairy tale about this fragrance in my mind. About like, I don't even know. It's just gorgeous. So that is Secret Affair. I need to stop because this video is going to be forever long. Okay, the next one is, oh my gosh, it's such a stunning fragrance. This is an incense fragrance, and this one is just called Incense, and this is one of his newer fragrances. This is based on a recipe that is over 2,000 years old, that was found on a couple different temples in Egypt. So this is actually like based on that recipe. So like Matthew said, this is not far removed from what you would have smelled 2,000 years ago, which for me, having a degree in history and just being a lover of history, is so amazing that I can smell something that Egyptians would have smelled 2,000 years ago. This is hands down the best incense fragrance that I have in my collection. It is the most amazing quality incense, and it smells, oh my gosh, it's such a beautiful, like, complex, woody, incense fragrance. Yeah, and I'm sorry, it's actually over 2,500 years old. So you immediately get a beautiful frankincense note. There's frankincense and myrrh and benzoin and lemon and incense. It is just the most gorgeous. It's just beautiful. It smells like something that would be burning in a temple. It's beautiful. It's resinous. It is my favorite incense fragrance, hands down. It is so stunning. I haven't had this one for very long, and it started to get warm before I could give this one a good wear test. But I have sprayed this on my skin, and it lasted absolutely forever. And I cannot wait for cold weather again. Well, I can wait for cold weather, but I can't wait to be able to give this one a good wear test, because I love this. I can't wait to be able to walk around smelling like the most beautiful, gooey lump of resins. That's what this smells like. It is amazing. So that is incense. And like, oh, I don't know where my camera died, but it died. And so it's been like, I don't know, an hour and a half. So I don't know where I left off, but I know I was talking about incense. And I was saying that this is just like one of the best incense fragrances I've ever smelled. It's so amazing. But yeah, that is incense. This is probably my second favorite one. I adore it. And then last but not least is the one that I just got in the mail today. This is a brand new fragrance for him, and I just wanted to show you guys. They come in these wooden boxes now, which is so pretty with his logo here carved on or engraved on the front. So I opened the box to see this gorgeous red satin bag, which is funny because I knew what kind of a fragrance this was. And if you guys have not already guessed, this is a rose fragrance, which I have never smelled an actual rose fragrance from Matthew yet. I cannot tell you how excited I was to smell a rose-centric fragrance from him. So, like I say, it came in this beautiful red satin bag, and this is the newest one, you guys. It's called Very Cherry Rose Chocolate Patchouli, and this is the fragrance that I have been wearing all day today. And I love, the bottle is beautiful on this one with this kind of like faux leather wrap around it and his wax seal. And the red color of the liquid, oh my gosh, it's beautiful, you guys, it's beautiful. So as soon as this came in the mail, I immediately doused myself in it. I hadn't put any perfume on yet. And I immediately doused myself in this. And I will tell you guys, to me, it smells like a slightly less sweet, like artisan version of Lancôme Roses Berberanza. If you guys know what Roses Berberanza smells like, it is the most beautiful, sweet, delectable rose. And this kind of reminds me of it, but this is better than Roses Berberanza. So this one is, this one is the only fragrance of his that I've ever smelled that isn't like vintage in style. This is very, very modern, very, very beautiful. If you guys love rose, holy cow, you would love this. This is such a stunning fragrance. That was immediately the first thing it reminded me of was Lancôme's Roses Berberanza, but this is so much better than that. This is cleaner smelling. It's cleaner smelling. It's more natural smelling. There is the perfect balance between the rose and the sweetness. And you guys know how much I love my rose. So this for me is my favorite. I love it. I doused myself in it. It projects for probably a couple hours, and then after that it does wear closer to the skin. However, it is still there. I can still smell myself. And I've had this on for about 7 hours now. This is gorgeous. It's got a creaminess to it. It's got lychee in it, so you get that beautiful tart lychee fruitiness. It's got like a creaminess in the base. Again, with the dark chocolate, it's like a dark powdered chocolate rather than like a sickeningly sweet milk chocolate. It's a beautiful dark cocoa. Oh, it is so good. And a fresh rose. Oh my goodness. It's a fresh, fruity, sweetened, almost candied rose. Oh my gosh. And that's the best way that I can explain it, is if you know what Rose's Berberanza smells like, then I think you would really like this. Even if you don't know what that smells like, I think you would really like this. This has a freshness to it that Rose's Berberanza doesn't. There's a crisp aspect to this. It's just gorgeous. And it's because he uses such high quality materials. I adore this. This is like, oh my gosh, one of the prizes in my collection now. It's just such a stunning fragrance. So that is Very Cherry Rose Chocolate Patchouli. Just came out with this one. If you guys are rose lovers, you know you like kind of a sweet, candied, red rose fragrance, I think you would really love this. I really love it. It's hard to say it's my favorite because it's completely different from the others. The others are very vintage in style and in nature. This one is not. This is the only fragrance from Matthew that I've ever smelled that isn't kind of a vintage or a take on a vintage fragrance. So this is it's like a complete departure, and I love it. I love it. And it also just shows you like the range of fragrances. I mean, you've got like a Mitsuko style fragrance, an incense, a 2,500-year-old incense fragrance, and then a beautiful modern chocolate cherry rose fragrance. It's just amazing. He's an amazing perfumer. I'm going to link everything for you. Well, I can't link it, but you know, I will put the website. I would, your best bet's Etsy. Etsy has the most listed and has the most information. It's just the most comprehensive for where you can find his fragrances. You can get sample or discovery kits, samples, and things like that. I will definitely have that information for you in the description box down below. So yeah, thank you so much to Matthew for sending these over to me over the last year and a half or so, and just sharing this beautiful art with me so that I could share it with you guys. Nothing makes me happier, like nothing feeds my soul more than like artful fragrances, and that's exactly what these are. They're just beautiful. So anyways, if you guys are interested, head over to Matthew's Etsy shop, check him out, especially this rose one. Oh my gosh. I hope that this video was informative and helpful for you. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.